Routine is an upcoming first-person sci-fi horror game developed by Lunar Software and published by Raw Fury. Set in an abandoned lunar base envisioned with an 80s retro-futuristic style, the game emphasizes exploration and survival horror elements. Players will navigate through the eerie, decrepit station, uncovering its mysteries while facing terrifying threats. Originally announced in 2012, Routine has undergone significant redevelopment and resurfaced with updated details and a new trailer during the Summer Game Fest 2022. The game is expected to be available on PC and Xbox, including Xbox Game Pass, although the official release date is still to be announced. Instinct Ion is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Hashbane Interactive, inspired by the classic Dino Crisis series. The game is set to be released in 2025 for multiple platforms, including PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/S, and PC. It features a mix of first-person and third-person perspectives, with a focus on exploration and combat against dinosaurs in a prehistoric setting. The game's storyline centers on an ecologist named Isabel "Izzy" Sierra Ruiz, who navigates the dense jungles of the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. The gameplay includes a wide linear campaign, which means large, explorable areas without being a fully open-world game. Hashbane Interactive has taken significant steps to ensure realism by consulting with paleontologists and incorporating accurate environmental details. However, some artistic license has been retained to enhance gameplay. Retrieval, a new cinematic horror action-adventure game, is developed by 333 Studios and set to release in 2024. The game centers around Hannah Losh, the commander of a research team on a distant planet 18.6 billion miles away from Earth. The storyline kicks off when Hannah accidentally falls into a secret underground base, where she encounters various horrors and abominations lurking beneath the surface. The game blends elements of science fiction and horror, promising an immersive and visually stunning experience powered by Unreal Engine 5. It has been compared to other sci-fi horror titles like Fort Solis and Dead Space due to its atmospheric tension and survival elements. Currently, Retrieval is confirmed for PlayStation 5, with additional platform details yet to be announced. The upcoming game ILL is a highly anticipated first-person survival horror game developed by Team Clout. It is set to be released in 2024 for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X. The game immerses players in a dark and sinister environment where they must face terrifying monsters that can transform in real time, adding a dynamic and gruesome challenge to the gameplay. ILL employs Unreal Engine 5, which allows for detailed and realistic graphics, especially in the depiction of enemies and environmental interactions. The game's mechanics include a mix of stealth and combat, where players need to manage resources carefully while confronting and dismembering horrifying creatures. The storyline is straightforward, focusing on the survival of the protagonist in a world invaded by grotesque, alien entities. While the exact release date within 2024 has not been specified yet, it is confirmed to launch sometime this year. For more updates, you can follow the game on its Steam page and other gaming news platforms. Stalker 2: Heart of Corneville is an upcoming first-person shooter survival horror video game developed by GSC Game World. It is the fourth game in the Stalker series and serves as a direct sequel to the 2009 game Stalker: Call of Pripyat. Set in an alternative reality in the Corneville exclusion zone, the game combines elements of open-world exploration, survival mechanics, and narrative-driven gameplay. The game is set in the Corneville exclusion zone, a dangerous and eerie region filled with mutated creatures, anomalies, and factions vying for control. The player takes on the role of a stalker, an adventurer who explores the zone in search of valuable artifacts and secrets. The storyline will feature multiple endings, influenced by the player's decisions and actions throughout the game. Open-world exploration with a seamless and immersive environment. Survival elements such as managing hunger, radiation exposure, and ammunition. dynamic day-night cycle and weather systems that affect gameplay and visibility, a variety of weapons and equipment to customize and upgrade. Developed using Unreal Engine 5, promising cutting-edge graphics and realistic physics. Detailed environments with high levels of realism and atmospheric effects. Advanced AI behavior for both hostile creatures and NPC factions. The game will include a multiplayer mode, though specific details about this aspect have not been extensively revealed. GSC Game World, the Ukrainian studio behind the series, is developing the game. Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl is highly anticipated by fans of the series and new players alike. It is slated for release on PC and Xbox Series X/S, with a planned release date in December 2022, although release dates can be subject to change. The Stalker series is known for its deep atmosphere, engaging storytelling, and challenging gameplay, and Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl aims to build on this legacy with modern technology and new gameplay features. The Lost Wild, a highly anticipated first-person survival horror game, is set to be released in 2024. Developed by Great Ape Games and published by Annapurna Interactive, the game immerses players in a prehistoric wilderness teeming with dinosaurs. As a player, you will navigate through an overgrown Japanese research facility, scavenging for items, evading predators, and using non-lethal weaponry to survive. The game's narrative centers on survival and discovery, with players piecing together the mystery of how they ended up stranded in this hostile environment. A mysterious voice on a radio serves as a guide throughout the journey. The dinosaurs in the Lost Wild behave like real animals, not monsters, adding to the game's immersive and realistic atmosphere. While initially set to launch on PC via Steam, there are plans to expand to next-gen consoles in the future. Tormented Souls 2 is the sequel to the survival horror game Tormented Souls, developed by Dual Effect and Abstract Digital. The original game, which received positive feedback for its classic survival horror elements reminiscent of games like Resident Evil and Silent Hill, has set high expectations for the sequel. Key features and expectations for Tormented Souls 2: maintaining the fixed camera perspective that adds to the eerie and claustrophobic atmosphere, continuing the tradition of limited inventory space, requiring strategic management of resources. Expect more intricately designed locations with a focus on creating a terrifying atmosphere, engaging and challenging puzzles that are integrated into the environment, encouraging exploration, building upon the lore established in the first game with potential new mysteries and horrors, introducing new characters while potentially bringing back familiar faces. By Sweet Carol is an upcoming adventure horror game developed by Chris Darrell, known for his work on the Remothered series. The game promises to deliver a captivating narrative experience with a blend of horror elements, compelling characters, and an immersive atmosphere. Here are some key aspects of By Sweet Carol: story and setting. The game follows the story of Lana Benton, who is investigating the mysterious disappearance of a young girl named Carol Simmons. The narrative is inspired by classic fairy tales and horror literature, set in a Victorian-era environment that adds to the eerie and gothic ambience of the game. Gameplay: exploration. Players will explore detailed environments, uncovering clues and solving puzzles to progress the story. Survival elements. Similar to other horror games, By Sweet Carol includes survival elements where players must manage resources and avoid threats. Puzzle solving. The game emphasizes solving intricate puzzles that are integrated into the storyline, enhancing the immersive experience. Visuals and art style. The game features a unique art style that combines hand-drawn animations with 3D environments, creating a visually striking contrast that enhances the storytelling. The aesthetic is heavily inspired by classic animation and gothic horror, contributing to the overall spooky atmosphere. Development and release. Chris Darrell's involvement in the project brings a lot of anticipation, given his previous success with horror titles. While there hasn't been a confirmed release date as of now, the game is highly anticipated by fans of the genre. That's it for the 8 most terrifying new upcoming horror games 2024. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. Also put down in the comment section any games that you think will be a hit in 2024/2025.